So this week we're gonna remember back into the field of metta, of goodwill. I'll start with this quote from the Buddha. Monks, whatever a monk frequently thinks and ponders upon, that will become the inclination of his mind. We are what we think. And as Bill is wont to say, we take refuge in our thinking. Now, it makes sense given that we have somewhere between 6,000 and 60,000 thoughts a day. Like, wow, yeah, we are in our thoughts a lot. But how many of those thoughts are wholesome or kind? What is the tone of those thoughts? If we are what we think, then if we think angry thoughts, at that time, we are anger. If we are what we think, then if we think thoughts of goodwill, we are at that time goodwill. We are goodwill. Metta is the Pali word for friendliness, loving kindness, and goodwill. It is powerful medicine that acts as an antidote to anger and ill will. Tuning the heart mind, the chitta, to the frequency of goodwill lightens and brightens the energy inside. Repeated exposure to metta, well, that begins to bathe the whole body, bathe every cell in kindness. And with each practice of practicing metta, it slowly conditions that to become the default mode of the heart mind, the chitta, which then informs what we say, what we do, and what we think. Practicing metta formally can be as simple as offering a mantra of goodwill to the self and to others. We can make up our own phrases, or we can use the traditional ones, which are, may I or you be safe from inner and outer harm. May you be peaceful and happy. May you be as healthy as possible. May you live with ease of well-being. And may you love yourself just as you are. Now, that last one was a later addition from the Western lay teachers. Metta phrases do not necessarily bring forward the warm fuzzies, but they do focus our attention and our attitude on the wholesome. Traditionally, these phrases are offered in a particular order. They're offered first to the self, considered to be the easiest in many Eastern countries, and to other beings. But here in the West, given the pandemic of low self-esteem, well, the traditional order has been changed to support our practice. We meet ourselves where we are. So instead, we begin with someone who's easy to offer kindness to, maybe a benefactor or a good friend. And then we offer good wishes to the self, then perhaps to another good friend, a neutral person, all of the nameless people that we encounter in our day, and lastly, to difficult people. The beauty of the practice is its portability. It can be used anytime, on or off the cushion. Some years ago now, I practiced metta for an entire year, using the phrases both on and off the cushion. So for every sitting, I'd set up the holding environment, and then I would slowly begin to use the phrases. Off the cushion, walking to and from the subway, between my patients, going to the bathroom, I'd repeat the phrases. And though the practice by the end of the year felt really rote, it was notable that my mind didn't drift into worry as frequently or as easily. That was a relief. And today, Today, in particular, I'd like to focus on the radiating metta in our everyday life, because it's not sufficient to confine metta to our meditation cushion. That would exclude too much of the day. So instead, let's learn how to practice metta in real time. There are thousands of ways to offer metta in our daily life, right? Find your own. But here are some simple examples. So many times a day, different people will just kind of pass through the field of our mind. They may be dead, they may be estranged, they may be long forgotten, but something jogs the memory and there they are. What if each time someone popped into our mind, what if we wished them well? Saying simply, oh, I hope you're living in ease, or may you be at peace. Right now, Bill and I are once again going through all of our old paperwork, books, letters, photographs. And every time I come across the name or a photograph of someone I haven't thought of or seen in a long time, I pause right there for a moment and I breathe with the image of them in my mind's eye, and I wish them good wishes. And when I do that, I feel connected to them all over again, heart to heart, for just a few moments. And for just those few moments, there's kind of a little tenderness that envelops my heart. It feels good to offer that to them. Whenever I wear a piece of clothing or jewelry that was given to me by someone, often the origin story of that garment flashes before my eyes. In a split second, I recall where it came from, who gave it to me, where I was, and feelings of gratitude and appreciation arise, along with a smile, and I wish them well. Right there, just as I'm getting dressed. Frequently recalling the kindnesses that we have received tunes us into the feelings of goodwill and gratitude, just naturally. Recently, among our friends, there has also been a steady flow of losses. Yes, we've arrived at that age. And as friends and loved ones get sick or die, offering them metta, good wishes for their full recovery, for as much health as is possible, or for whatever comes next after this life, may you be at peace. Well, that gives my mind something far more useful to do than focusing on fretting. We encounter people all day long at work, in coffee shops, grocery stores, on the road, buses, trains. Whenever you can remember, you might consider offering your fellow travelers some metta. When I go on the subway, I often use that time to deliberately offer metta to everyone on the train. It's fun. It's a practice. That means I'm getting to work with all of the neutral people in the world. I'm not looking at each person and wishing them well. No, I'm taking the whole train car in my mind's eye and I'm wrapping it in good wishes. May everyone on this train be safe, happy, healthy. May you have ease of well-being. Or may everyone love themselves just as they are. What a wonderful wish. Walking down the street, we might wish the people passing by, might wish them well. Just play, maybe for one city block, play, just for fun, just to get the mind off of its usual way of thinking. No harm there. Let's say a pregnant person walks by. We might offer that person and their baby well. May you be safe. May you be healthy. Maybe an elderly person walks by. Oh, may you be content in your life. And when you walk by someone homeless, oh, let's be sure to offer them some good wishes, because no matter what, their life circumstances are far more precarious than ours. So we can wish them, may you be warm tonight. May you be safe on the streets. May you find shelter. With a bit more practice, we may be surprised at the mind's ability to creatively think of all kinds of suitable wishes for the people we encounter, right? Standing in a grocery line, that's another good one. Standing in the grocery line and offering metta to all the people ahead of us and all the people behind us. May you be happy. May all of you be patient. Right? Or looking at the cashier who we know, like the kinds of stress that they work with, meeting with person after person after person, and the speed and the aggression of the day, we might say, oh my goodness, may you love yourself today. May you find a way to give yourself some good loving today. Or do what Bill and I like to do is we always like to find a little way to compliment our servers or appreciate them. It means the world. It's, just a simple thing. It can feel so good when we get like a server to smile back at us, or for them to really, you can tell when the compliment lands and they receive it and a big smile comes across the face. And for a moment, they feel seen as a human and appreciated as a human. Driving, oh my goodness, while driving, we can send metta to the other drivers in the other vehicles. If we pass by an accident, we could say, may everyone be safe. May everyone be safe. In these days, in these ways, we can bring the practice of goodwill into our day in a quite ordinary, natural way. Do you see how this might start to feel good? How it might lighten and brighten the energy inside? Repeated exposure, that's the name of the game. It bathes the organism in goodwill, in wholesome energy. And this is good medicine. We can do this. We can bring goodwill out into the world. Let's do it. It's for our own welfare and the welfare of all the beings that we encounter. All right? Thank you for your kind attention. All right, everyone. Let's just take a few breaths, open up the body. Let's air it out. Kindly open it up. Air it out. And feel into as comfortable a posture as is possible. And give the body whatever support it needs so it can let go of any extra work. And we close the eyes if it feels helpful and turn the attention squarely to the interior. And maybe you might want to take a few deeper than usual inhalations and deeper than usual exhalations right here, just to open up the breath body. so that breathing has as much room as it needs to breathe. Keep allowing the organism to let go of tension on the exhalation and refreshing, opening up the interior with each inhalation. Soften around the eyes, around the jaw, the mouth. Soften the back of the neck and the tops of the shoulders. Let the weight of the arms, let the hands be heavy, arms settled. Soften the belly. Feel the base of the body tethered to the ground. And gently, with kind eyes, look in the mind. And if the mind is busy with a lot of thoughts, we'll let those thoughts be like clouds in the sky, just passing by. No need to get involved with them. And for the next little while, just kindly watching over the whole of the organism, that it feels comfortable and relaxed. Support it to do so. kind eyes, warm heart, easy breath, supple body. And with the next exhalation, maybe settling back a little bit more. And drop in the awareness of the context of all of us sitting here with you and you sitting here with us. And sense into the field of goodwill that we create when we come together in this way. And breathe with and in and through that field of goodwill. Let that suffuse and bathe the whole of the organism. Thank you all for your practice. Let me stop the recording, give you permission to unmute.